Welcome back, Joshua Driving Instructor here with a mock test in Stafford with the lovely Grace. Do you want to say hello, Grace?
Hello.
How are you feeling about it?
Confident but nervous.
Confident but nervous?
Yeah.
Quietly confident?
Yeah.
Okay, I like it, I like it. So today's mock test, Grace lives in the countryside, same as myself, so we are very used to driving on country roads. You either love them or you hate them. But we're both less used to driving in town centres and city centres. So guess what mock test we've got today? We have got a mock test including some of the meanest roundabouts you can get in Stafford. And we've got some of the toughest traffic lights you're going to see in the area. We're going to include everything that you'd normally see on the driving test. So sit back, relax, and let's go. How would you know if there's a problem with the anti-locking braking system?
It'd come up on the dashboard.
Fantastic. I won't ask you another one of those, but at some point during the test, I'm going to ask you a show me question.
Yeah.
When taking your driving test, the examiner is going to ask you to read a number plate from approximately 20 meters away before you start driving the car. You have to be able to do this in order for the test to take place. So if you want to double check, best thing to do is find a car, take 20 big steps from the car, turn around and read the number plate. If you can do this, you'll have no problem. This particular mock test is in Stafford, so amazingly useful if you're taking a driving test in Stafford, but also extremely useful if you are doing a driving test anywhere because it's going to include everything that would occur on your driving test.
The nerves kicking in, Grace. Hello.
Oh my god.
So I think Grace is just having a nervous moment because she's just gone up the curb there right at the beginning of the test. This could potentially go down as a serious fault. I have only put it down as a driving fault, but there is no guarantees for that. Let me know what you think in the comments.
At the end of the road,
What did you say?
I don't know why I was just about to crash into that car.
turn left.
Don't forget to check out our online driving course. Everything you need in one pretty little wrapped up bundle. All for the cost of one cheeky driving lesson. Grace needs to change lanes here. She does fantastic mirror checks, signal, and then checks that blind spot, which is key when having to change lanes like this. Nice gentle lane change as well, smooth. It was done perfectly.
Cross the roundabout and take the second exit, A34, Stone Road. Cross the roundabout and take the second exit.
As we come off the roundabout here, the key skills that the examiner's going to be looking for is that you're checking your left mirror, your left window, and you're popping that signal on, along with a central mirror check, just so you know what's going on around you and nothing's sneaking in. This was all done perfectly. Very well done, Grace. Grace, you did an absolutely fantastic job of this bus at the beginning. You saw it nice and early, you checked your mirrors, you chose not to signal because there's a right turn there, so I thought that was a really good decision. But as you go around, you then chose to signal back in, which again, there's no harm in that. But how long do you left your signal on for?
So what would you be doing today normally if you weren't here?
Nothing, I'd just be at home.
Work, college? No?
No, not on a Monday.
Not on a Monday, Monday off.
Yeah.
That's nice, I like that. Like an extended weekend.
Yeah.
When you find yourself on a big long road like this on your driving test, the main skill the examiner's going to be looking for is making sure you're actually checking that central mirror, keeping an eye on what's going on behind you, nothing sneaking up on you, no ambulances, nothing like that. And you want to keep an eye out for hazards and the traffic lights. Any parked cars, you're going to have to go around them, so again, you're going to need to be checking that central and right mirror. If you pay attention closely now on your left, you'll see the 20 mph sign for roadworks. There's the normal signs as well of 30 miles an hour, so this can be quite confusing for people, but always follow the roadwork signs. or you will fail your driving test.
Is it a need?
Because obviously I just live in the middle of nowhere and it's a bit annoying having to get a lift everywhere.
So you
Like,
do
I'm
bit of
not in
pressure on mum and dad, is it?
I'm not in walking distance from anywhere. No, it's not even my mum and dad, it's just me. I just want to drive as
Just
well.
want to drive.
So the examiner's going to make some small talk with you.
Yeah.
Consider it filler talk. They're just trying to make you comfortable. They're trained to do it. They have to do it. If you don't want to talk to them, they're not going to be offended. They don't want any friends. They don't need any new friends. Just be polite, and if you need to focus, say, I need to focus. But if you want to talk, then feel free to chat away. One of my best students actually failed down here less than a month ago. We were absolutely gutted. Everyone was gutted. Basically, they went 30 miles per hour, which is the normal speed limit here, but we'd never discussed roadwork signs. And the roadwork signs clearly say 20 mile per hour. And so essentially it's just speeding. So there's a lesson for you. You see roadwork signs, follow them. They are law.
After 400 yards, go left on the roundabout and take the first exit, A34.
So we just got ourselves another fault there. We signalled, which was great to let people know nice and early we turn left, but we didn't check our mirror at all. Didn't check no central or left mirror.
Cross the roundabout and take the first exit, A34.
Question for you, should we be signalling off here? Thumbs up or thumbs down in the comments below. This road here is a 50 mile per hour dual carriageway, so it is important you get your speed up at the beginning of the road. Otherwise we're going to start to affect the flow of traffic. This is perfect.
How are you feeling? Okay?
Alright, yeah.
A bit calmer now?
Yeah, a little bit.
Cooled off? Good. I'd say it does put some pressure on, doesn't it?
Yeah.
After 400 yards,
Good preparation
go
for the
left
driving
on the
test, though.
Yeah.
roundabout and
We're going
take
for
the
another
first
cheeky foul
exit,
here because we haven't checked the left mirror
towards
again
Stafford,
when we're
then
signalling
take the
left,
second
and we haven't
left.
checked the central mirror either. We've got a problem here, Grace.
Go left on the roundabout and take the first exit, then take the second left.
Okay, would you just find a safe and convenient place to pull over on the left?
Yep.
After 200 yards, turn left, crab lane, then turn right.
Watch Grace's face here. What do you think she's just done? Put it in the comments below. Why did her face make the big O?
Okay. Perfect. And when it's safe to drive on.
Turn left, crab lane, then turn right. yards, turn right, Carter Avenue. Turn right.
And can you just pull over on the left at this next curb? Great, so for your manoeuvre today, we're going to do a parallel park with that car. So we're going to pull up next to it and do a reverse parallel, try and park behind it. Can you try and finish within around 2 car spaces?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Start when you're ready. You were already going for it, weren't you?
What do you mean?
Nothing. Ignore me. Just talking rubbish again, Grace. You know what I'm like.
So this is a pretty standard spot to do a parallel park in Stafford. So if you are in the Stafford area on a driving test, this road is perfect for practicing your parallel parking just off Crab Lane. You're welcome. This is a mistake I see far too often. People reversing and they don't look over their shoulder. If you look at Grace now, she's turned her whole body. She's regularly looking behind us while she's reversing. This is going to be a pass on your driving test, and you're not going to run anyone over in real life.
Okay, are you happy with this manoeuvre?
No.
At the end of your manoeuvre, the examiner is always going to say, are you happy with this manoeuvre, or something along those lines. It doesn't mean it's not okay,
Yeah.
but they're not going to move
great.
on until you
When it's safe
confirm
to
that you're
drive on.
happy with it. So just double check, say open the door if you want to, or if you are happy and you're comfortable, then just say yeah, move it on. Grace is correcting this. She's got herself a driving fault. She didn't need to, it was fine.
At the end of the road,
Turn right, Woodlands Road.
like I'm psychic.
Beat you to it.
Turn right.
Okay, when it's safe to do so, would you show me how you wash and clean the front windscreen? Fantastic. I won't ask you any more
At the end of
questions.
the road, turn left, A5013.
Well, the
Ecclesham
good news
Road.
is Grace just smashed her show me question. The bad news is I just stupidly got Grace to spray my camera. Never
Turn
mind.
left.
Oh dear, 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 dear Grace. We've not checked that left mirror again. Is that 4 faults for not checking the left mirror? This is getting dangerous.
So what you got planned for the rest of the day then?
So I joke, but these mock tests are absolutely brilliant for really showing anything that's left, any mistakes that are left before your driving test. As we talked about here, we've clearly got an issue where we're not checking the left mirror, which is good to know because I can guarantee you Grace isn't going to forget to check that left mirror on a driving test. So yeah, if you're ever in doubt, do yourself a mock test and you will know where you're going wrong, if you are going wrong anywhere.
Perfect, when it's safe to do so, drive on.
right on the roundabout and take the second exit, A34, Greyfriars. Go right on the roundabout and take the second exit.
If you have a driving test in Stafford, this roundabout's really important. It's a spiral roundabout. Most people don't realise that. You can use both lanes to turn right. So don't start in the right lane and then come off in the left lane without checking it's perfectly clear. Otherwise, you're going to end up with a serious fault. If you need the right lane, the examiner will say use the right lane on this roundabout. If you don't need the right lane, then assume the left lane as always.
Pink car, Grace. They stopped indicating, didn't they? Now the fun begins.
Don't say that.
I'm only joking.
No, you're not.
So what makes this really nerve-wracking? Is it the cameras, or is it because we're silent? Would it be more comfortable if we were talking? Or is it
The whole thing.
The whole thing, is it?
All of it.
Did you think you were going to be this nervous?
Yeah.
Did you? So you're holding it together very well.
Yards, cross the
Thanks.
roundabout and take the fourth exit, A34, Queensway. Cross the roundabout and take the fourth exit, A34, Queensway.
This is Queensway roundabout, and this roundabout's a bit of a nightmare for anyone doing their driving test in Stafford. The two golden rules are, if you're following the A34, stay in the left lane. The second golden rule is, at this point that Grace is at, head straight for the curb in front of you. You'll want to cut the corner and go into the right lane where the silver car is. Don't do it.
Take the exit.
This is the only set of traffic lights I know of in Stafford that flashes amber after someone presses the button. If it flashes amber, this means it's safe to continue on provided no one is still crossing the road. If you want to double check that, have a look at the highway code. Now what's great here is because Grace chose the left lane before the roundabout, she's gone round the roundabout in the left lane and she's come off in the left lane, which is the normal driving lane. If she'd chosen the right lane, she'd still be in the right lane now and she'd end up with people risking undertaking her, which is going to be a serious fault. So if in doubt, always pick the left lane.
Left on the roundabout and take the
Can
first
you
exit.
see a fault here? Let me know in the comments below. Don't stop in the yellow box or you may face some painful knocks. And it's not good for your driving test. This part of the mock test is going to test your meeting traffic abilities and your clearance of vehicles. You just need to make sure you're staying around a door's width from the vehicles at all times, and that your speed's going to be around 20 miles per hour or less. If there's obviously a person there opening the door, you need to slow down accordingly. Do that and you're going to be fine and dandy. This is very peaceful, isn't it?
I know, I don't like it.
So what are you going to do till your job interview then?
Oh, I'm going to go to my mate's house.
Yeah.
And just get changed and stuff like that. She's given me a key.
Oh, your mate's not there?
No,
Your
she's
mate
at
work?
school.
She's at school.
Oh, she's at sixth form. And then it worked out well because I'm meeting her in town anyway.
Perfect.
And she finishes work at 1, so by the time she's in town I probably should have finished my interview. And I'm just going to go and grab some stuff that I need for holiday.
You're going Turkey?
Yeah.
That's going to be amazing.
It's supposed to be really warm.
It's going to be warm.
It's supposed to be like 40 at some points.
That's too hot.
That's too hot.
That's not warm. I think you've gone past warm at that
After
point.
300 yards, go left on the roundabout and take the first exit, A513, Beacon side.
This roundabout we're approaching is a bit naughty. There's 3 lanes, but there's no arrows or road markings apart from that. You need to assume that the left lane is for turning left, the middle lane is for going straight on, and the right lane is for turning right. It's a bit difficult because people go in the middle lane and then they go into the roundabout instead of the outside. Keep an eye on that. We're only turning left on this particular test route, so we're fine and dandy.
Okay, that's perfect. So that is the end of the sat nav, so I'm just going to direct you for the rest of the way,
Okay.
which I'm sure you'll be pleased about.
My shoes keep squelching on the pedals because they're new.
So just keep following the road all the way, okay?
Yeah.
If we want to go anywhere else, I direct. So what are you planning to do now once you finish uni? Once you finish college?
I'm not sure yet. I've still got another year left of college yet.
You're just completely undecided at the moment.
Mhm.
Yeah. I was the same. I didn't always dream of being a driving instructor, you know. My life's ambition.
A very funny set of traffic lights here. You start off in the left lane, you go through the first set of traffic lights, you have
But I
to
did
move
always
into
dream of
the
having my own
right
business.
lane to follow the road
Have I got one?
ahead if you end up in
Pretty
the
good
wrong
one.
lane, just carry on going the wrong way.
It's not
I've
quite
said
an
this a
app
million
yet, is it?
times,
But,
Got
you know.
30 subscribers.
actually being on the driving test is, you know, a bit different. But if you do that, if you go safely the wrong way, you'll be absolutely fine. If you choose to try and get in the right lane when it's not safe, it's going to be a bad day.
All the time to pull out on someone. Really wouldn't have done it when there's a camera sitting on top of the car. But hey ho,
Hey ho.
make a good shot, won't it?
Yeah. Grace nearly crashes in her mock test.
Grace avoids intense crash. So the roundabout, we're turning left first exit.
This is a very quick way to fail, going into a 20 zone, doing around 28 miles per hour. She is bringing the speed down, so this is good, but it's still going to go down as a driving fault. Any much longer would be a serious fault.
Started jogging, Grace.
Have you?
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing it for like 2 weeks.
My mum wants to get back into running and she says that I'm going to have to come with her if she does, and I said, no way.
It's more fun when you've got like a partner.
No, I hate running by myself because I like having my headphones in, but then because it's like country lanes, you can't hear if a car's coming on.
No, that's why it's good to have a partner and not have the headphones. But
I
yeah,
can't do anything without headphones. I wear them all the
you
time.
can't do anything.
No, I literally wear them when I'm just sat in my bedroom.
Really?
Yeah, I love listening to my music.
Well, you could jog on the pavements.
There isn't many though, is there?
Well, if you go over the bridge, there's all the way up that road.
Oh yeah, there's pavements up there, but that's where I used to go. But I used to go around the block where we rode the horses.
Yeah.
Because it's like a 40-minute thing.
Yeah.
And I did it all during lockdown.
Yes.
And then,
Why don't you jog around the field?
oh, I tried that. Don't like it.
No.
Boring, isn't it? Same picture.
Yes. Same picture. Yeah, that's awkward.
What?
Not being able to jog with headphones on.
I know. I don't like
What about just one headphone?
it. No, because then I might as well just not have any. I like having it blasting.
Blasting.
I've got noise cancelling ones, so
Ooh.
it's like I've got a speaker in my brain. I love it.
No, well, I'm just enjoying a bit of a gentle jog.
Yeah, a gentle jog's nice.
Doing a bit of a couch to 5k.
I did that in lockdown.
Did you?
The app thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did. Didn't stick to it, but still tried it.
No, I'm sure. I'm sure at some point I'll stop again, but for now, flavour of the week. So at the roundabout, we're going to follow the road ahead, but can use the right lane because we're going to be turning into the test centre.
Okay. Oops.
Oops.
That van was in the way. I blamed the van.
What van?
There was a van.
There was a van, like a magic van that appeared.
No, that massive blue one.
That massive
there.
blue one, blocking all the traffic lights.
Yeah.
I must have just been in a really good position that I could see it from miles away
Yeah,
and
you
couldn't.
could, because the van was on my side.
So we're following the road ahead, okay. Use the right lane to follow the road ahead. First exit, good. So, excuse me, we'll turn into the range car park again. And after these cars, if you just want to park, you're not being assessed on it, so it doesn't matter how you do it. The same as on your driving test. Doesn't matter how you drive in. Great. Perfect. Well done. That is the end of your test. Everyone hates this question, but it's really important, okay?
Okay.
If there was anything you could do again, is there anything you think you'd change?
I think I need to check my mirrors a bit more.
Which one?
Um,
Any specific one, or just all of them in general?
I think my left and right, because I check when I'm going left or right or pulling out, but then for that when I'm just cruising, I need to maybe just check them.
Do you feel like you missed it a couple of times, do you?
Not whilst I was like needing to,
Okay.
but just to check what my surroundings. Maybe.
Okay. So you didn't miss it when you needed to check it?
I don't think so, no.
Okay. So why would you look at it if you didn't need to check it?
Just to see where I am.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, anything else? You can think. You did that drive round. Is there anything, if you were to do it again now, that you'd make sure you didn't do? If not, it's fine. I'm just trying to
I can't think of anything.
No, brilliant. Okay, so the good news is I'm going to say you passed. Okay. There's 4 close possible serious faults depending on the situation. Okay, it depends on the examiner, and that's the problem with the driving test.
Okay.
It depends on the examiner, depends on the situation. It can change like that. Okay. First of all, your really good point was when that person pulled out on you, you handled that really well by slowing down quickly. Give them lots of space. So that was very nicely done. Picked up on that very, very quickly. The 4 close ones were, first of all, you hit the curb twice.
Is that what that scraping noise was?
Where?
Because I just kept hearing noises on the side of the car. Well, is that or is that something else?
I don't know about the scraping noise. I didn't hear a scraping noise. So you hit the curb when we went down here. When we turned right, you waited in the middle of the road first.
Yeah.
And then you turned right.
Yeah, I know. I hit the curb there.
You waited in the middle of the road. Why?
Because there was cars coming towards me.
There was, but did you have room to go in without blocking them from coming through? And the problem is, by waiting in the middle of the road, what about the cars behind us?
They're gonna have to wait.
They're gonna have to wait.
I just didn't want to block the other side of the road.
And that was good point.
Okay.
And yes, you could have assessed that and thought, is there space? And if the answer is no, then you've got no choice.
Yeah.
But yeah, decide next time. Have another look at it. We'll watch the video back and see if there was space. Yeah?
Yeah.
Now you hit the curb twice. You hit the curb once there, and you hit the curb again when we were pulling over on the left before on the main road.
I kind of recognised when I hit it.
Okay, they're very, very low curbs. You could easily get a serious fault. That could easily go down as a serious fault, for going up the curb. So be careful with that.
Okay.
All right, they're both very low curbs, and the situation was difficult over there.
Okay.
All right. Next one was, you mentioned your mirrors, and you're absolutely right. You weren't checking your left mirror a lot, especially at the beginning of the test. Your central mirror wasn't bad, your right mirror wasn't bad for some reason. You got phobias? You don't like this mirror?
Just always forget it's there.
Or is it because the camera's there?
No,
no?
It's not.
Okay,
it's just...
well, that's good. Okay, but yeah, you need to check that. I think that we've said that in the past, haven't we?
Yeah.
I think it was about 4 times. Okay, one more time, that would have gone down as a serious fault.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're not doing your observations properly when turning right. All right?
Yeah.
You were far better towards the end of the test.
I check it when I indicate, but as I turn, do I need to check it again?
You didn't check it full stop when you're indicating sometimes. No. Watch back on the video. I'll point them out.
Okay.
Okay. Unless it's me not looking at you quite, it could be me, but double check. We'll see on the video. Okay. I'm giving you a heads up with that one. You went, I think, up to 28 in the 20.
Yeah, I recognise that.
You brought it straight back down very quickly. Again, I had someone fail there.
Yeah.
Within 2 months ago because they were going 30 in there and they didn't bring it down. So heads up with that. I was talking to you, but always focus on what you're doing. More important. Grace, I'd say that was about it.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a good drive. It was a good drive overall. I'd definitely say you're ready for your test. Very well handled. Bit late braking with the lights again, wasn't it? But overall, it was a good drive. And I don't know, I think possibly it was nerves with the curb because you've never hit curbs with me before. Yeah, you just got a little bit close and it was a little bit, at the beginning, a little bit too much, wasn't it? Very well done. Thank you for doing this.
It's all right.
You happy?
Yeah. Good.
Well done. Grace is going for a driving test next week. Wish her the best of luck. And I will see you all soon. Loads of feedback going to be going throughout the video. You will have seen that by now. Never mind. See you later. All right. Grace has only just gone and nailed a driving test first time. What's the biggest thing that helped Grace? Relaxing. We had the butterflies, didn't we, beforehand, and we talked about how does the examiner feel when we're on a driving test if we're relaxed. If we're relaxed, they relaxed. If we're up in the air and a bit shaky, would that help?
Yeah.
You see, well, you got 2 minus, so I'd say it must have helped.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well done. Massive well done. Good luck, everyone.